morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I wanted to talk about sort of what you can expect in Phase 6. All of the sort of items and things that I think are going to sort of spike, especially once that Phase 6 date is announced. Now, I haven't really seen too much fluctuation. Nothing's really spiked out of proportion or stuff like that just yet. However, I have noticed subtle increases in a lot of the everyday materials that you think, oh, well, this used to be really cheap, and now it's sort of up there in the cost. So without further ado, we're going to get into that here in a moment. So next up, we have the question of the day, something new that I've started. And so on this Tuesday, with the Shadowlands pre-patch coming out, the question is going to be, do you plan on playing Shadowlands or retail / the pre-patch that is coming out? Me, yes, I do. I'll actually have a stream later today of me sort of going over it and covering it. It's actually pretty freaking cool. There's a lot of fun events, and it'll be nice to sort of go back to retail and be level 50 again and sort of see everything with that. And yeah, I'm just super excited for it. Shadowlands, has a little bit of promise for me. It's looking pretty good, but recently, with the delay, and it seems like it's a blunder on beta, I don't know what it's going to look like, but hopefully they can get it together and really make it work, because the story there looks really, really awesome. But anyway, let's get into the video. So some of the first items that are really, really going to be needed are Nax items and things that you're going to use for that. So something I have seen in my server is elemental water right here. These things were like 20 silver throughout the phases, and now they have spiked to almost 4 gold per. I've been saving a bit of them. I actually get a lot of them when I go fish essences of water over in Ajara and sort of just grabbing those. It's been pretty good, honestly. I haven't gone there in quite a bit, but if you fish those, you definitely can seize a lot of profit potential. I don't know where they're at on your server, but I'd highly recommend buying them. The reason why is because elemental waters turn into greater frost protection potions here, and as you can see, they make 20 silver per, but these are only going to go up because you need a lot of these for Naxxramas. I think that's going to be one of the biggest things people aren't really going to be thinking of, and it can really, really make you a lot of money, especially if you stockpile them now. Obviously, I'm a little late on my server. If I were to go to the auction house and buy them, I wouldn't make nearly as much profit as I think I could have beforehand. Next, I really feel like Fellcloth. This stuff was around 1 gold and 50 silver, and it's also upwards of 3 gold per, as you can see. The price point is at the bottom there, a TSM auction DB minimum buyout. That's where we go to look for this on this tooltip here, just so you can see that. It also shows the average market value as well as the region marketable value, which is all the NA servers. But that's sort of where it's sitting and where you can really find a lot of gold. And the reason you will want to look at Fellcloth is, one, not many people are going to be farming it right now, okay? People are kind of tired of Phase 5 a little bit, especially if you've had it open since as early as possible like we had here on Skyrim. There's, classic WoW, there's really just raiding. PvP kind of became something else entirely, and not many people are doing it, phasing and a lot of other issues with that. But now's the time to go farm these hard materials. And the reason Fellcloth is going to be so good is because the tier 3 materials, I have tons of videos on those, so definitely check those out. The playlist will be at the end to sort of see all my Nax prep stuff. But when we look at Fellcloth, it turns into Mooncloth, and Mooncloth has even seen a spike in gold. It's upwards of 23, and it's been around 16, 17 gold. And then that leads us into Arcanite bars. So those are also going to spike because they're needed in almost everything, as well as arcane crystals. Those are used in all of the cloth sets. So just those tier 3 materials for Nax, they are going to jump so high. Rugged leather, cured rugged leather, or cured rugged hide, that is going to be huge as well. That is what a lot of the leather uses, as well as a few of the other ones use a lot of those. So Mooncloth, cured rugged hide and arcane bars slash crystals are going to be huge money makers. Let's take a look here at cured rugged hide. Yeah, as you can see, this has jumped all the way to 40 gold. It was 27 a few weeks ago when I was making my Nax prep guides, and has already jumped. So if you do not get this, I would get this so soon, guys, because it is only going to go up. You're going to be looking at 50 to 60 gold each, and you know, I only see it going up, honestly. Maybe if people are really stockpiling and are gonna whammy you, it could. But if you're on a server where you can get this now, because it is going to jump really, really high. We'll take a look at Mooncloth here just to show you. Yeah, it's 20 gold, and there's only a few on the auction house, which is kind of surprising for me. You know, there's only 6 up, and on our server we usually have tons of it, so people are definitely stocking that up as well. Let's look at Arcane here. Arcane crystals, yeah, these have jumped to 43 gold each, and we can look at Arcanite. Arcanite. There we go. There's Arcanite. Those are 54 gold. So it's just kind of insane where this is coming. And yeah, just be on the lookout. Those are sort of the big 3 things for Nax, as well as the consumables that you guys are going to, you know, want to see and make sure you can get as soon as possible. Then we have just all of our normal raiding consumes. Those, you know, those are always going to stay where they're at. If you're able to get some flasks, I would make those, because every single time a new thing comes out, flask prices spike. As well as consumables, you know, and herbs as well, you know, all of those things just go up. So right now is the best time that I can recommend you go and farm all of those materials, because if you're unable to do it, you're going to definitely just be spending more and more gold come time. Now, something that's really taken a jump here is greater stone shield pots. Now, because a lot of the speedruns become popular and people are raiding AQ as fast as they can, because, you know, this is the thing to do. It's the flavor of the month here in Classic, at least from my experience. That's what I've seen. My guild's doing it and trying really hard. But these have jumped so high. As you can see, these are like a 5 gold profit to make, because you have to get the stone scale oil, thorium ore, crystal vials, and, you know, warriors are expected to sort of tank a lot of the trash ads and the big pulls. And if they don't have those stone shields, they can get clapped really, really quickly. A popular strategy is sort of to look out for those Mind Slayers. Now, I know this isn't really into Nax, but I'd imagine people are still going to do these same strategies, and AQ is still relevant way into Nax. So, like, there's still upgrades, there's still gear that people are going to go after. So it's just super important that you make sure you do this, and you can get these things. If you're not getting these things, then you're going to fall behind, and, you know, it really depends on your guild, obviously, and what you're doing, how much this applies to you, but that's just something that I've sort of noticed has gone up way, way high. And so that's sort of it. Just make sure you're getting these things. As I said, there are so many guides that I've made sort of covering the tier 3 materials, the frost resist materials, and just everything that you need with those. It's a lot of Mooncloth, it's essences of waters, Runecloth even is going to jump, I guarantee you, because every cloth is going to need a lot of that, as well as people always making band-aids. It's just, you know, when you get an influx of people, there's such a demand for all these consumables and things like that you're really going to know, people are going to need them. So if you stockpile now, when like it's sort of dying, like it's on the decline and it hasn't had that phase 6 rush or the Naxxramas launch, you can just make so much gold. So I would highly encourage that you get on it, sort of get these things. There's so many options for you to go out there and get these items. I just went over sort of the few ones that, you know, popped into my head and things I had really noticed that I think will really make you a lot of gold. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know if you have any investments or think I have missed anything. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.